One of the reasons why it is very difficult for parents ever to teach you the complete mystery of sex is this. They find it very hard. They can communicate the physical side, that's nothing. But to communicate to you the mystery, the deep, profound love that is involved, that is something that is almost impossible to describe. The poet said, "Would that I could utter the thoughts that arise in me when there was love in his heart." And therefore there will always be a difficulty in the way of explaining to you the mystery. Now, this is what it is. It's God's gift, His creative power, and it's not to be used until God gives the power. Now, for example, where's my Lieutenant Fitzgerald? He's around here someplace. Well, now, Lieutenant Fitzgerald has been with me every day since I've been here. Suppose I took his uniform and put it on. Well, first of all, it wouldn't fit me. But suppose it fitted me. Well, I would then go out in the street in his uniform and begin directing traffic. I would have no authority to direct traffic, even though I was wearing the uniform. I have to be empowered by civil authority to wear that uniform and direct traffic. And so you have to be empowered to use this mystery. You cannot use the oven by yourself. We're in school, see, that's change of classes. So I'll change my subject now and give you another idea to keep you interested. The new idea to which we pass is the difference of love in a young man and in a young woman. Now, I hope I can impress you boys and you girls with this difference. It'll say particularly you girls. There's a world of difference in which a man loves a woman and a woman loves a man. A world of difference. A boy can love a part of a woman. A woman can love only the whole man. Now that is why, my dear girls, that the boys will talk about your legs. They can love a part of you. They can love a dimple, but then they have to marry a woman. Do you ever talk about boys' legs? Never. You never mention boys' legs. Why? Simply because you're not built that way. Boys different. That's the reason you got to watch the boys. Don't think they love you simply because they love a part of you. But you girls, you're slow to love. And the boys will say, "Oh, you're cold." You're not cold, you're wise. That's what it is. You can't love until you give yourself totally and completely. So you wait. Therefore, do not rush into marriage. Take your time. Wait and see whether the man is capable of sacrifice or not. And then the man, too, if he spoils you in any way, will not have the same love afterwards as before. There's an interesting story in the Scripture, and that is always the place to go for wisdom in understanding human actions. Amnon was in love with a young woman in David's palace, Tamar. And Amnon one day pretended he was sick. And he asked Amnon to bring him some cakes. Amnon brought the cakes. Tamar brought the cakes. Then Ammon assaulted Tamar. And then he said to her, "Now get out." And he called the servants, "Lock the door, send her away." And Scripture says, the hate with which he hated her was greater than the love with which he had loved her. In other words, he knew he was guilty. He had spoiled something. He had plucked a young blossom. And he projected the guilt to her as if she herself were guilty.